This week we're going to highlight soybean harvest progress across the U.S. We're also going to take a look at the latest weather trends here in the U.S. and South America. We're going to wrap things up with some ongoing concern about weak export demand for soybeans, at least from an unshipped sales standpoint. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the soybean market. We've moved into the last week in October here, and soybean harvest is winding down across the U.S. Let's take a look at our nationwide progress. Beans here as of October 22nd were 76% done nationwide. That compares to 67% for the 5-year average. All those states highlighted in green circles are above the 5-year average. The states highlighted in red are below the 5-year average. And the state highlighted in yellow is unchanged. You can see the vast majority of states west of the Mississippi River are above average. We've got a little bit of a slower progress across the eastern corn belt, however, and we'll see how that shakes out when we look at the weather here in a few minutes. Let's now shift our focus to the historical trend in soybeans harvested. As I mentioned, we're at 76% done. On average, U.S. soybeans harvested increased approximately 19% between October 22nd and November 5th. So weather permitting, that would put us over 90% as you enter that first week of November. Speaking of weather, let's take a look at the short-term trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. Now we're looking here at a change in the weather pattern, a rainier pattern here this week. Starting out Tuesday night, Wednesday, a lot of colors across that map there. All that's rainfall here over the next 7 days. Let's take a little bit of a different look at that, looking at a map of soybean production in the background. Between those purple lines there, at least 1.5 inches of rain between now and Sunday. So things are going to slow down in terms of wrapping up bean harvest in that area. Let's quantify rain over the next 2 weeks now. Over the next 2 weeks, you can see quite a bit of green in that map there, particularly west of the Mississippi River. That's the area that's going to slow down. Remember, though, a moment ago we highlighted most of those states are above average, so that will be something to keep in mind moving forward. Whereas in the eastern corn belt, more normal precip. Again, those states are a bit behind, so maybe some rain later this week, but hopefully not as heavy as the western belt. As we shift our focus now to South America, let's take a look at what's happening in Brazil in terms of rainfall. Now, Brazil beans have gotten off to a slow start planting in Mato Grosso. They've caught up a little bit here. There's some scattered rain forecast next week across those areas. The reason that's important is those areas have been hot and dry. If they get some rainfall here, it'll be better for germination and perhaps speed up that planting progress. Let's now take a look at the total precip over the next 2 weeks in South America. Now we're looking here still, despite that rainfall next week, all that red area in Mato Grosso, northern Brazil, is still below normal precip. So it's something to keep in mind with this El Nino weather pattern moving forward here throughout the 23-24 crop year. Let's shift gears now and turn our attention to unshipped sales of U.S. soybeans. Unshipped export sales of U.S. beans here, you can see here, we're at a 4-year low, well below each of the last 3 years. We've highlighted this before, but it bears repeating. Unshipped sales of China are down 54% from both last year and the 3-year average. So we strongly encourage you to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage these newly harvested soybean bushels, noting that we don't have the export push that we've had the last few years. Let's wrap things up this week looking at long-term trends in November beans. Now, November beans, as we tape here on Tuesday, are trading near $12.95 a bushel for 2023. We're nearing the end of the crop insurance period, so I want to reiterate, again, the crop insurance protection, as it were, ends here at the end of the month. So really important that you work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to get risk management positions in place for those beans that are being harvested at the moment. We've highlighted again November 24 at $12.60 a bushel. It's not too early to thinking about some strategies for next year's crop. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.